Hello and welcome to David's Closet. Here we like to talk about handbags, accessories, all of those fun things from the male point of view. If that's something you like, please subscribe, comment, like, do all of the things. I am really wanting to grow my channel to the 500 mark, so if you could please subscribe, share it, tell your friends, all of those things, I greatly appreciate it. I really want to grow this channel and have more people see what I love to talk about. So you also will notice, as I said in my last video, and I'll say it again, I'm wearing the same outfit that I was the last week. I'm filming these on the same day. I'm just kind of doing a bulk filming day. And of course, the video is centered around my Chanel Grand Shopping Tote. Still, like I said, by the time you're watching this video, you'll know if I kept it, but at the time I'm filming it, I'm still not sold. It's a little heavy. I'm a little concerned. So I wanted to film some of these videos so I could get some content out there to help other people decide if they want this bag, since you can no longer buy it new and most of the videos are old from when the bag was new in 2015. So I'm just doing a mass filming, get it all done. That way, regardless of what's decided, I can get some content out there to hopefully help someone else. So I am going to do a comparison today. And the comparison is going to be between the Chanel Grand Shopping Tote and the Spade Natalia Quilted Tote. I don't know how long this video will be, but I am going to do a video comparing here. And I'm not going to hold the Chanel up too much because my arm is getting tired. This is the second video where I've held her up. So these are the two bags, and as you can tell, size-wise, they're fairly comparable. The Kate Spade is definitely larger than the Chanel, but it's also more stiff, and honestly, well, definitely has not been used as much as the Chanel has, so it hasn't worn out as much and gotten soft. I can tell feeling between the quilt and the lining. There's nothing for this bag. There's maybe a little bit of foam for the quilt. So this bag, I do think eventually would sag and, you know, get a little more smooshy like the Chanel's. But I really want to talk about this because this bag is very comparable to the Chanel Grand Shopping Tote. That's actually why I purchased the bag. And I'm also going to preface with, this did not come with a dust bag. This is actually an outlet bag. This dust bag is from one of my Margaux. I sold it without the dust bag. So, because I couldn't find it and then I found it later. So here it is. But I do want to just kind of talk about the differences. Like I said, I will do it primarily showing you on the Kate Spade. They do still sell this bag. It occasionally will come into the surprise site or the outlet stores. And I'm also going to list this one on my Poshmark. So head over to David's Closet if you are interested. I am listing it for $175. But anyway, that's beside the point. Go over there if you're interested or let me know. But here they are. They look very similar. The biggest difference on the outside is there's actually feet on the Kate Spade, which is a plus for Kate Spade, because on Chanel here, they don't give us feet on Chanel. So they tell us to tough it out without feet. The other difference is this in the black version. This comes in a few other colors. It does not come with silver hardware. It's only the Kate Spade Champagne, so it's a light gold. And it is very similar. You have the chain, the leather shoulder straps. There's no fabric woven through the Kate Spade chain though, like the Chanel. And the way it connects is different. So it connects like this on the other side and you can pull it through and it's very loud. And it just has this little hook. Now this little hook does not fit through here, so you cannot take the strap off. I know there is a Chanel classic tote that was made for several years after the GST, and it was the same design and you could pull it all the way out. You cannot pull it out on this one. And then the top is lined with leather, and then the inside is just the classic Spade jacquard. Same exact layout, zipper pocket on one side, slip pocket on the other, and then the middle divider is a zipper pocket. Same exact layout, like I said, similar size. The Chanel is a hair bit longer, I believe, but this bag is just overall larger. But it holds the same things. Kind I mean, the base shapers, like I said, I took the ones I made, I took out of here, but my Chanel, they work very closely. On the back, you do have a pocket, and it looks like it takes up the whole entire back, but it actually does not. It's only about this big. So, very similar to the Chanel, just looks like it's a full back, but it's not. Let me see here, what else? I would say overall the biggest difference though is just this bag is lighter. Way lighter. And if you had to compare this, to me this is a mix between the Chanel Grand Shopping Tote and then the later version of it, which was known as the Chanel Classic Tote. The handles are more classic tote. The fact that the Kate Spade logo is just up here at the top, very small, is much more like, and I'll throw a picture of it up here, the CCs are at the top versus the Grand Shopping Tote, where we have, you know, obviously the patch on the front. And I'm sorry this video is going to be loud because this chain, loud. But I do love when I'm storing the bag, because what I do is I stuff it and then I pull the chain through and then it sits like this. And I think that's very nice. And then when I'm using the bag and it's full of my stuff, I just usually let the handles drop inside. Same thing with the Chanel tote, as far as letting the handles just kind of drop inside, or you can let them go, you know, to the outside. The difference with the Chanel Grand Shopping Tote, you can't pull them in. So for storage, it's a little inconvenient. I think it's easier to be able to pull that in. So I do like that feature. As far as wear goes, I can't really speak to that with this because I used this bag maybe 3 or 4 times, not very often. But it seemed to wear well the few times I used it. It came with, I think, a little nick. You can kind of see it there on that quilt at the very bottom of the screen, like right by the bottom of the screen now. It came with that, but other than that, nothing really. The base, even though it has feet, it did get a little bit of wear the few times I took it out. Of course, the feet are not tall enough or substantial enough, and there's not one in the middle. If there was one in the middle, you'd probably protect your bag a little more. But at least they give you feet, unlike Chanel, I will say. So, of course, you know, the biggest positive to this bag is the price point. And the Chanel Grand Shopping Totes, you can get them for about $2,000 in rough shape. And I considered buying some of those, but they were a little too rough shape for me. I also want to point out, I'm so sorry, I'm really bad at this, guys. This is a smooth leather, and my Grand Shopping Tote is the caviar leather, so it's kind of like a grained leather. I like the caviar better. They do sell this on a lambskin, which would look more like this. Anyway, I really like the caviar leather. So the Grand Shopping Tote I got, which is in what I consider to be excellent condition for the age of the bag. Fashionphile classified it as very good, so it's kind of right there in the middle. I paid just under $2,895, and that bag was manufactured in 2008. Now this bag, the tag on it says the retail price is $499. Of course, we all know how Kate Spade, Coach, Tory Burch Outlet, all of those outlets, those prices are never the real price. That's just a suggested retail where they start. This bag was never sold for $499. If you see it listed on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay for $499, no, it was never that price. That was not the original price. Now, when I sell it, when I have it listed on my Poshmark, I do have it listed with the original MSRP of $499 because that is what the tag says, but I priced it accordingly. I think I paid, when they stopped carrying the bag the first time, because Kate Spade does that. Like, they'll have a bag and they'll stop carrying it for 3 or 4 months, or maybe even a season, and then they bring it back. I bought it when they were getting rid of them, and I think I paid like $140 for it, $145, about a year ago. And now they're back there again, and in the most recent sale, I think they're about that price. Normally, they're about $170-ish, $179, $180 is where I've seen them usually sit. They are a better quality bag. You know, I talked to a Kate Spade employee about the bag at the outlet, and she even said these these bags are comparable to what the boutique bags would be as far as quality and materials, and I believe it 100% because I had Kate Spade Margaux, and I will tell you that this bag was better quality than both of my Kate Spade Margaux. So I did want to preface with that. But if you are looking at buying a grand shopping tote, since you can't just go buy it at the boutique, and even if you could, it'd probably be $10,000. And getting them pre-owned, to get a decent one, you're gonna spend about $3,000. You know, the question I feel like maybe you might be asking is it worth it, or should I just get the Kate Spade version? The Kate Spade version is gonna run you under $200, regardless of where you buy it. You buy it, you know, on a reseller website, you buy it from Kate Spade if you can get it, eBay, whatever. You should spend about $200 or less on the bag, right? Is it worth it? 100%. It's a beautiful bag. It's a substantial bag. It's large. It's a very similar design. I think it feels very luxurious. As far as the wear goes, I can't speak to that because I don't carry my bags enough to know really sometimes how much they're going to wear, especially this one. I used it just a handful of times. But if you don't want to drop $3,000 or more, or you don't want to drop, honestly, even $2,000 and have something that's maybe not as good shape, 100% think the Kate Spade is a good choice. I absolutely loved this bag. The one thing I didn't like, and the reason I probably didn't use it the most, is this annoying chain. It kind of drives me a little crazy. I love it. I think it's substantial sounding, and it is a heavy chain, and I like that. But sometimes it's a little bit much, and since the bag is so stiff, and again, probably because I didn't use it enough, it's kind of cumbersome sometimes, and it sticks out really far off my person, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna like scuff it up against the wall and destroy it. So that's probably my only downfall, but I think that would be rectified when you use the bag enough. So both of them are beautiful bags. You know, you can't really compare them though as far as price, because obviously one is significantly cheaper. But I think it's a great dupe. I don't like to use the word dupe, but I think it's a great alternative to the grand shopping tote if that's something you really, really want, because that's where I was when I purchased it. I really wanted a grand shopping tote, but I couldn't justify the price, and I couldn't find one that was in the price that I wanted to pay that was in the condition I wanted. And when I found these, I thought, you know, this is a good alternative. Let me try it. Let me use it. Let me see how I like the style of bag. And I love the style of bag. It's just this exact one. The thing I didn't like about this, the grand shopping tote doesn't have. So for example, the chunky chain, it's a little bit obnoxious sometimes. Grand shopping tote, it has the chain, but since it's you know, has the leather in it, it's not quite as loud. And also it's, you know, since they're pre-owned, they all come pre-slouched. So it's a little more squishy, it's a little more cumbersome, or less cumbersome. Another positive, as I just thought about, since I'm bigger, having this over my shoulder, the Kate Spade does have a longer strap drop by I think an inch or two. I think it's 2-inch difference. So this is a positive for this because there's plenty of room here. I'm good. And this video is all over the place too, guys. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit higher, excuse my underarm sweat. It's a little bit higher. So I do like the strap drop of the Kate Spade better, but this is Chanel. So, but yes, I 100% support the Kate Spade version of the bag. And if you can find one, I think that it's worth a shot. And maybe you can do like I did, buy it, see how you feel about it, find out what you don't like about it, what you do like, and then you'll know, will the grand shopping tote work for me? Because that's when I learned. So, weird review, I'm sorry. Videos all over the place. It's probably gonna be one of my shortest videos ever, so that's a win. I also want to point out that Kate Spade also has matching wallets, and that's cool. I like that. But yeah, so I am gonna sell this though. If I decide to keep the grand shopping tote, I went ahead and listed it now, assuming that I'm keeping the grand shopping tote. So this could be a surprise for everyone if I, for some reason, decide not to. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm very sorry that this video was awful and all over the place, but I'm hoping that it'll help someone at some point. Thank you so much and have a great day.